Science, and discoveries, and news.
Impeccable timing. I was just thinking of you. You've gone through great lengths to clear a path ahead for us. The stage has been set for final preparations. Business? No, we can save that for later. I understand how my methods may seem extreme, but remember you are only seeing the end of the story. There are many chapters you've missed up until now. Perhaps I can provide some insight. Did you know that lightning can reach temperatures hotter than the surface of the sun? Energy beyond that of a star, and yet we can survive being struck by it. The lost. Myself. My Cassidy. We live with it inside us, dancing, colliding, beautifully and violently. Invisible forces taking form right here, inside, in a fervent embrace. Chaos contained. Not a miracle, no. It's nature. When I first heard my Cassie's voice, it was magnetic, ensnaring me from across the room. Every footstep perfectly placed, as if I'd done it 1,000 times before. It was a force. A path so clear, so natural, a gravitational pull. Two entities brought together, and a magnificent explosion as a result. Only possible with our meeting. The world shifted at our very presence from that point on. We did the impossible together. No. You misunderstand. When the feral mind began to take her, I feared losing her forever. That spark between us lost its charge. She slipped further and further away. I made a choice. To follow the only path that had provided us any hope. I reignited that spark. I brought her to the device. I pushed it to its limit. I allowed it to impart on us that power greater than the burning surface of the sun. An accident implies a lack of intent. No, it was a choice. The creation of the Lost was no mistake. Its failure to reach completion is, however, a half-step that left them deserted in a reality all their own. But we need to bring them back. All of them, not just my Cassie. We need to bridge the divide. That is what I'm trying to fix here. That is where I need your help. Danke dir, mein Freund. Truly. We are so close to a solution now. I've provided Hilda and Audrey with all they need to complete our work. If you speak with them downstairs, they will be able to provide next steps.
Are starting to dwindle a little, even with the stockpile.
Thank you. They are already caught up and will provide you with the information you need. Now, is there anything else? I'd prefer if we could begin soon. We couldn't have come this far without you. I hope you know that.
I wonder if I could use... He's a monster, James. How can I ever...
Believe me, I know. But we are so close now. Think of all the people we can help if we manage to find a solution. I will personally hold him accountable once things are settled. But we need to cooperate for now.
Can we get started already? The tissue samples aren't gonna remain stable forever. Oh, it's you. We were just trying to figure out... I don't know... everything. We both know everything is far from okay. We need to put an end to this, soon.
We're going to be overseeing a final experiment that could alter the future of this vault.
All of our work is coming to fruition! My research on understanding the lost, Audrey's on the weather machine, but the last piece is Uncle Hugo.
Like, literally, we're examining a piece of him. Gross, I know.
But once we have the right data, we can run the machine again to reverse the effects of the lost. We think.
The risk is high, but the reward is too great to ignore. And we may have a missing piece now, for an extra edge.
My father is the only one afflicted by the machine that has managed to retain his senses. At first, we speculated that it could be related to his sight impairment, but we are certain now there's more to it. He seems to have mutated differently from the other Lost. The experiments I've been running all but confirmed it.
We think the reason is because he was the one to push the big button, so to speak. He made direct contact with the device. The electricity spread out from him, almost like a conduit.
We are, and have the evidence to back it. We've been comparing tissue samples from Uncle Hugo with ones from Papa and the others. The behavior from Uncle Hugo's sample is far more complex and responsive to stimuli. It's almost as if he's a completed specimen and the rest are just imitating him.
We've been repairing and adjusting the machine to potentially complete the Lost's transformation, using that monster upstairs as a template. That's where you come in. We need you to head surface side and run the experiment for us. We've set up a number of devices that can simulate the effects of,
It'll simulate what the impact of different device configurations will have on lost cells. In other words, we can test what would happen if we followed my uncle's plan on a smaller scale. I'll mark the first device for you. We'll make contact once we see it up and running. Anyone else kind of excited about this? Just me then?
You've been a greater asset than I could have asked for.
You're right.
I'm in your debt.
You have beautiful skin. It's,
Good, you're here. The situation has developed and we're short on time. Here's the sit-rep. We've discovered that Hugo didn't leave alone. He's taken Cassidy with him. That can only mean one thing.
Supplies are starting to...
He's going to activate the weather machine already. Bastard. This experiment was just to distract us. He already had all the pieces he needed. There's only one place. He's likely to reach the meteorology sector any minute now. Up at the Hawksbill weather station. Audrey already left to try and stop him, but even with Cassidy, he's gotten too much of a head start. No, wait. We need to discuss what you'll do when you get there. I'll be brief. I need him alive. Good. We need him breathing if we want to learn more about this affliction. It'd be years of research lost. Thank you. Expect resistance, but remember, bring him in alive. Dismissed.
You reckon that storm's gonna get worse or better?
A way to contain the lost. Use them.
Finally, I thought you'd never make it. He's locked me out, but I bought some time by disrupting the startup sequence. It's only a matter of minutes before he gets it up and running again, though. I can't believe it's come to this. I hate him. So fucking much! Yes, we are. For good. He needs to die. My God. Did I really just say that? This is really the only choice he's given me, isn't it? Oh, it's true. Please, he has to die. He can't do this again. You don't understand. Oberlin thinks we can still fix all of this. But we can't. We're out of options. The experiment proves that. If he's left alive, he might break free. He might try this again. He's not just a monster, he's a manipulator. He has to die. It's the only way. Please, we need to end this. Believe me, I know I'm starting to sound like I'm losing it too, but this is the only way. I'll begin unlocking the doors to the top floor. Just make your way there. The area is crawling with Lost. Probably his doing. Be careful. I'll be in touch over the loudspeakers. Please, go.
Okay, that'll get you in. Just focus on the Lost while I work on the next one. Got it. You're almost there. One more to go. Oberlin! God, you almost gave me a heart attack.
What's the status? We're not vomiting up electricity, so that's a promising sign. Wait, we still haven't gotten to him yet? Pick up the pace. We've got to hurry. What do you mean, kill him? Are you crazy? No, we need him alive.
James, it's too risky to keep him alive. He has to die. He has to.
Soldier, you know your orders. Do not let emotion guide you. We need him alive.
It's too late for that. Please, end this for good. It's open. Get in there.
My friend! Schön, dich wiederzusehen. I apologize for pulling the wool over your eyes earlier. I needed a suitable distraction to hold their interest. But I should warn you, any attempt to dissuade me will be made in vain. I recommend turning back while you can. Too late? Too late for what? For a solution to our problems? Do you not see? My darling standing right here beside me. She walked here with me, followed my every step. Do you not understand what this means? I know the others wouldn't, but surely you do. Ah, but it has. Before we ever met even. Months ago, before we ever crossed paths, I stood here with Cassidy, just as we had a decade ago. I ran this machine again, hoping, begging for a solution, and at worst, a release from this solitary life. The results were unexpected, more severe than my first attempt. The storm, you see? The shattering of the land around here? A result of that brave step. This would imply it was a failure. It wasn't. I made great progress in my second attempt. I was able to calm my Cassidy. Suddenly, she responded to my will. She followed my footsteps. She looked me in the eyes again. In that moment of bliss, we fled away back to the atrium. Hand in hand, like school children, we ran while this devilish machine spun on, sowing destruction. I learned something important about the power I hold. I am the gravitational force they need. I am a vessel for this storm. I can move them, save them. Only for brief, fleeting moments. For months, I've pushed Hilda and Audrey toward the solution. I knew it was in me, the signal to shepherd them. I just needed them to isolate it, decode it, replicate it. To teach our machine to dance to my song, to forge a true bridge between me and our lost children. But truly, the last missing piece was you, mein Freund. Without your drive, we'd have been stuck. So, before we end this for good, I do want to thank you again. for being a catalyst for change. Now, let's finish this, shall we? I have business to attend to. I will allow you to try and make me, my friend. En garde. Suppose this is an unfortunate turn of events for me, isn't it? So that is your solution? To lock me away like some caged animal? So short-sighted. There's another way. You don't have to end this. You can still help me, if only you'd see things my way for a moment. If only you'd see the sparkle in her eyes. There's hope. She is in there. They all are. I can be the bridge. I just need your help this one final time. That pull between us. Every footstep perfectly placed once more. So please, help me. Just walk away. Get clear of this place and allow me to finish my work. I will make it worth your while if you just let me bring them all home again. They will be safe, with family again. This won't just transform them into the violent, chaotic lost you have seen. We will move together again. They'll be in my orbit, at peace. Please, help me. Mein Freund. I have no strength to fight. Do what you will, then. Fool.
Good. He's still breathing. Hurry up and power down that machine. We'll come retrieve him when it's safe.
I trusted you. I fucking trusted you.
Hopefully Daniel will report in soon. You did a hell of a good job back there. I knew you'd do the right thing. And a fine job at that. I'm sure it feels like he got off easy, but I assure you that's not the case. He's sedated for now, and still recovering from that proper ass-whooping you provided. But once he wakes up, the time for rest is over. The research begins. He's the key to solving the Lost, and we'll see to it that he remains a silent contributor.
Oh, I got struck by an idea.
Couldn't have said it better myself. In the meantime, we'll sort out the mess the sorry SOB left us. So, rest easy. But, look, I can't give you a Medal of Honor. Don't have one to give. But I would, if I could. This goes without saying, but you've more than earned my respect. I hope that means something to you. Don't go turning into a stranger, all right? That's an order. Oh, welcome back. How can I help?
Oh, when it rains, it pours.
Glad Hilda is back safely. Hopefully her research will be just what we need.
Supplies are starting to dwindle a little. Even with the stockpile from the supply runs. You know, before the storms.
Oh, when it rains, it pours.
Hopefully Daniel will report in soon.